What's up, guys? Here goes my second update for prepping. I'll let you guys do a quick rundown on what I've prepped since my last update a month ago. I have actually expanded my area that I'm prepping with because I'm getting a little bit more stuff here, so you can see that I've doubled. Before I did just have this area over here. So now I've doubled some of that. I used some of these shelves over here. You can see on the bottom, I got some more water prepped. It's still not nearly enough, but crawl, not run. Last month there were two things that I said I wanted to do. One was prep for the doggies. Now I've got one bag of food for them, good quality food, prepped. It's expensive food, but it's really good for them. And I'd rather, they're little dogs, they're 2 Chihuahuas, so I don't mind buying good quality food from them. I'm not feeding something huge, but there, I've got that done. The second thing I wanted to do was make a list of expirations on all my things that I prepped, and I didn't do it. Womp womp. So that is still on my list of to-do things for prepping, other than continuing to prep items. But I still want to make a list of when things expire. So hopefully next month, my next update, I will have that. We'll see. The food is increasing a little bit. I've got some more stuff going down here. Went to local grocery store, last big shopping trip, and they had a whole bunch of things that were 10 for 10. Got more ramen. It's good, cheap. You don't have to cook it. You can eat it raw. More vegetables, more soups, there's some more proteins, a whole bunch of tuna back there behind the tuna and chicken that I already had. Some bags of rice on top of the 5-minute rice. Yes, pretzels. That's not going to save your life, but they're calories. It'll help. Plus, they're not really go bad. I've actually had open bags of pretzels here in Denver, the Denver area, which is actually considered a semi-arid climate. Open them and have them sit there for a month and a half, and they're still crunchy as new. So they're going to last a long time in a climate like this. But that's just kind of, on the run, just get some calories in you. But they're there, they're prepped. Over here, some more ramen. There's some potato-y things. I don't know why they're there, but hey, we got tortilla chips for the end of the world. A couple boxes of pasta, and some of the 10 for 10 things, again, along the same lines as the pretzels. We've got saltines, and they are salted. That's good for the sodium intake, but there's 9 boxes of those. They were 10 for 10, so I was going to walk away from that. Back over here, this shelf, I have not gotten any more updates for the medical side. That is something that is bugging me. I really, really want to get on this, get some more medical stuff. I did get a box of latex gloves. So I'm going to start kicking my butt in my wife in the butt about medical supplies. She's the EMT student. Up here I got another gas container. In addition to the 2 I had, still had that water container. I was talking to a gentleman. He commented on the last video and told me that, in fact, gasoline does store for quite a while in the right conditions. In these gasoline containers, they'll store reasonably well. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fill these up with premium gas and have them on hand all the time. And he said that he had heard people storing them for up to 2 years and still burning fine. I'm not going to necessarily take it that far, but I will have these filled for the next update. And probably every 2, 3, 4 months, I'll just dump it in the Harley when I need to refill that, and then refill these. That way I have a couple gallons of gas on hand if necessary. Got some more batteries. They will be important if there's no lights. You need flashlights. You need battery power radios, whatever, maybe walkie-talkies. You're going to need batteries, so I definitely got some more batteries this month. That is good. I had 400 rounds of 12 gauge. I got an extra 100 rounds this month. Picked up a magnesium fire starter, just in case you gotta start a fire somewhere. It's wet, whatever. Don't have a lighter. You can do that. I have other ones too. I've got tons of camping gear downstairs, but this is strictly prepping stuff. So I picked up one just for the prepping area. Going back to the ammo thing, a big deal that I got. Again, strictly prepping. 1,200 rounds of 5.56. So that's just a couple magazines filled up there. But it's a good round to have extras of in case you got to reach out a little bit. Things get that bad. Last month, I think I had 4 things of propane. I've got, what was that, 8? Got 8 canisters at this point, so doing okay on that. The propane fuel that I'm using goes to a Coleman stove. That's what I use to cook. What I will use to cook the food. So this isn't for heating. I've got 2 cords of wood in the garage. I've had that since I moved in. We bought it right away, but that's what I use for heat. Just throw them in the fireplace and huddle up. But this is strictly for cooking. Let's see what else we got here. Another thing. Well, I picked up this rifle this month. It's a Remington 788, chambered in 22-250, so it's an excellent hunting cartridge. Picked this thing up. Got a pretty good deal on it. It came with a Nikon 3x9 Pro Staff scope on it, so pretty happy with that. Got a good price, $400 for the whole thing at a local shop here. Green Mountain Guns in Lakewood. So I got a good deal on that. Could argue how is this or how is this not prepping? Well, it's a good hunting rifle. I didn't have a good small game hunting rifle, but this is perfect small game hunting rifle. 22-250 is a excellent hunting cartridge. So I actually 2 birds 1 stone. Yeah, that's right. 2 birds 1 stone. Got the gun. The second bird with that stone was I actually got it for my wife for her birthday. So this is her first gun. She's super excited about it, but it's somewhat of a prep. You can hunt small stuff. Also, I was downtown the other week and at a zombie crawl. It was good fun. I like that kind of stuff. Participating. Went to a bar. Afterwards, came out. You could feel it in the air. There was some stuff going on. You could just get that weird feeling. And sure enough, there was a protest going on, and it was getting ugly. There were people just protesting the government and just the economy and all kinds of stuff, and they were hitting cops, and SWAT was coming and stuff like that. It was pretty ugly, and you could just feel it in the air. And I didn't like the way that felt. As far as it made me happy that I prep, but it made me really want some protection. So I've got this plate holder here, and front and back level 4 body armor. So if stuff starts hitting the fan, I got to take these guns out, or sit on my roof with a gun or something like that. I've got some protection. Sappies are not cheap. The plate carriers themselves can be cheap, but good ones are not cheap. But just something to think about is that you need to defend yourself when defending yourself. So you need some sort of cover or concealment or armor or whatever that may be. But I've got these here. So talking about the offensive, defensive kind of stuff, that's what I will be throwing this on if stuff starts hitting the fan. You might want to look at local gun shows or local Army, Navy stores, whatever it may be, military surplus stores, and see if they've got any of these things. And it might be something you want to invest in. I've got mine, but I need to get another set for my wife. But yeah, definitely something to think about. Going back to the firearms thing, everybody knows about what I consider the gun every American should have. It's a cheap piece of crap. It's actually not that bad. It's a Mosin Nagant. We all should have one. We meaning Americans. We can have guns still at this point, thank God. So get one. They are cheap. They shoot a good cartridge. Good for what it is anyway. You can get one for under $150 for sure. A year ago you could have gotten them for under $100, but now under $150 for sure. So pick them up. They're going up in price. Plus the ammo is cheap. It shoots a 7.62 by 54R round. So it's a good size round. Bolt action, Russian made, usually Russian made, but consider it. If you don't have a gun and you want something to defend your home with, these guns are really cheap, and so is the ammo. So I think it's a gun that every American should have. It's a gun that's cheap enough that if you have and you buy a can of ammo, you can actually just hand this off to your neighbor that you trust and say, hey, hold on to this while the rioters come by, You watch my back, I'll watch yours. It's something really good to have. So, Mosin Nagants, go to the gun shows, pick one up. Seriously, I cannot emphasize that enough. Just have a gun. If you don't, it's a low budget. This is a prepping gun. You can put this in a can and bury it in the backyard as long as you keep it, sealed right. It's fine. Just have guns because things are getting squirrely out there. The elections are in a couple days, And I've heard weird things from both sides. You know, I don't want to see people be unprepared for something bad hitting if the elections go funny. You know, I don't want to see race riots, and this and that, whatever. You know, the possibilities are endless. So get your food ready, get your water ready, get your guns ready. We heard in the last presidential debate, I think it was the last one, that Obama, if reelected, wants another assault weapons ban. Get them while you can. Get them while you can, guys. Get your bulk ammo while you can. Don't be the one who doesn't have this stuff in their possession when you can't get it anymore. If that happens, God forbid. If they try to take your guns away, I know what I'll be doing. Do you? So, all right, guys. I'll check back with you guys on this topic in a month. Hopefully, I get some better progress going. Let me know what you guys are up to, how things are going your way, and hopefully, everybody back east. Hopefully, they were prepped for that hurricane they hit. Not struggling too bad, but I'll see you guys next month.